What is up, guys? You guys asked for it, so here it is, the Welfare vs. Wealth ZULRAH video. If you guys have any suggestions for another Welfare vs. Wealth video, please leave a comment in the description. I really want to make videos you guys want to see. This video took me quite a while to make, and I really did put some effort into it, so please leave a like if you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. And if you haven't seen any of my other Welfare vs. Wealth videos, then check those out. I will leave some in the description, so make sure to check them out. Like all my Welfare vs. Wealth videos, I will attempt to do the monsters or boss with a Welfare setup, a medium setup, and a wealth setup. And then I will compare the setups and tell you which setup I prefer and why I think it is the best setup. By the end of the video, I will have explained in depth how each setup did and explain the exact amount of money I made and used to give good insight on each setup. I will test each setup for an hour and then show you guys at the very end the numbers and results. Now, let's get started into the video. Alright, we will start off with the welfare setup. I'm going to be using Void because it is free, and all you have to do is pest control, which may sound like it will suck to get, but trust me, I hate questing, and I am a very lazy player, and I got this easily. Also, I tried this gear that is on screen now, and I only got 2 kills out of 7 trips, and died 4 times, so it was very hard to do with very cheap gear that is in Void. So the items I am using for the welfare setup are the Void set with the Mage Helm, Broad Bolts, the Trident of the Seas, because without the Trident you probably shouldn't be doing ZULRAH, so this is a must-have item, the Amulet of Glory, the Guthix Godbook, which requires the Horror from the Deep quest, the Saradomin Mage Cape, which you get from the Wilderness Mage Arena, and then also a Ring of Recoil. The inventory consists of 2 Prayer Pots, a Magic Potion, a Ranging Potion, an Anti-Venom Plus, another Ring of Recoil, a Ring of Dueling, the Range Switch, which is the Void Range Helm, Snakeskin Boots, Ava's Accumulator, and the Rune Crossbow. And then we will also have Monkfish and 5 Krawambons. Additionally, I do not have the ZULRAH agility shortcut because I do not have the fairy ring in my house, and I also have a very low agility level, so I will be using the Zoolander teleport, which sucks because it costs like 20k, but I will have to use it for every setup and every trip. The total cost of this setup is around 350k, including everything, but keep in mind that this is including the supplies I use per trip, so you will have to re-gear on supplies like potions and food every trip, so that will cost more as well. Alright, I will now do the welfare setup for 1 hour, and I will show you guys what one trip looks like sped up, and then I will skip to the end of the hour and show you guys the loot that I got. So we have finished the hour, and this is the total loot from this welfare hour. Keep in mind, I know RNG plays a roll and drop, so I will be totaling all of the loot from all 3 setups, and then dividing it by the total number of kills for all 3 setups to get the average loot per kill. But I think it would be nice if I showed you each setup's RNG. I managed to get 7 kills on ZULRAH. I did technically get 8, but I died when the loot dropped, so it did not count. So 7 total kills. I died twice during this, and I had an average time of 3 minutes and 56 seconds per kill in the hour. I will explain how much money I spent on supplies at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that, so we can figure out the true money per hour for this setup. Now we will move on to the medium setup. For the medium setup, we are using the Aram Hood, the Saradomin Magic Cape, the Occult Necklace, the Bando's Prayer Blessing, the Trident of the Seas, Mystic Robe top and bottoms, the Book of Darkness, Wizard Boots, Combat Bracelet, and the Ring of Recoil. In the inventory, we have a similar setup to the welfare, but we have upgraded to Sharks, and our range switch is now Guthix God D'hide top and chaps, the Toxic Blowpipe, and the Ava's Accumulator. The rest of the inventory is the same as before. The total cost for this inventory is 8,610,000. This setup is including 500 charges into the cost just to assume around the amount we will use. I will figure out the exact money we spend from the charges later in the video, but it is nice to have the amount in the setups so you can have an accurate number of what to expect. Now you may be wondering, why is there such a big jump in price from welfare to medium? The reasoning is because I want to show you guys what the next tier setup gets in an hour from ZULRAH. The next tier is a setup that uses the Occult Necklace and a Blowpipe, so that is why the cost is so high. I will now show you guys how I do a kill with this setup, and then show you the loot from 1 hour with some stats like before. Now for the loot from the medium setup, we got around 1,731,000 from the medium setup hour. Now again, I will be doing many calculations at the end, but figured I should show you guys the loot after each hour just so you know what we got. For this hour, I managed to get 12 kills, and I did actually die 3 times because I tried to be cocky and do multiple kills in one inventory, but failed. I did manage to get 2 kills in one inventory twice, but I failed 3 other times, but my average time for each kill was 3 minutes and 10 seconds. After the wealth setup, I will compare each setup's times, kills, and profit, so don't worry, I will calculate how much I spent and how much I made per hour exactly at the end of the video. Now for the wealthy setup. For the wealth setup, we are using the Ancestral Hat, Occult Necklace, the Bandos Prayer Blessing, the Saradomin Mage Cape, Aram Robe Top and Bottom, Mage's Book, the Trident of the Swamp, the Tormented Bracelet, Eternal Boots, and the Ring of Suffering. In the inventory, we have the Toxic Blowpipe, the Armadillo Chestplate and Skirt, Ava's Accumulator, Pegasian Boots, Necklace of Anguish, Guthix D'hide Vams, and the Armadillo Helm. The rest of the inventory is pots, tellies, and mana rays / karambans. Now before you write your hateful comment about me not having Barrows gloves, just stop. I agree, I need to get them, and I'm sorry I don't have them. I'm just lazy right now. Feel free to roast me, but no, I already said I know I don't have them, but I should. Now the total cost for the well setup is 222,525,282. Now you may be thinking this is a huge jump from the medium setup, and I would have to agree with you. However, this is the next tier for this boss, other than the full ancestrals and the T-bow. I am hoping that the money made from this setup outweighs the extra cost and scales from the Trident of the Swamp, but we will soon find out. Now I will show you a kill in this gear like always, and then show you the loot from this setup with some statistics. Then we will finally get into what you guys all came for, which setup is better, and what are the exact numbers for each hour per setup. Now for the loot from the wealth setup, we managed to make around 1,830,000 GP in that hour. I did get 15 kills and died twice. I got 2 kills in one trip multiple times, and if I wouldn't have died twice because of misclicking food or being too cocky, I think I could have easily gotten 20 kills with this setup. And finally, the average time for each kill was 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Now I will add all the loot together from each setup, which is around 4,866,000 GP, and divide it by the total amount of kills we managed to get, which was 34 in all 3 setups, and get the average amount of money per kill, which is 143,117 GP. I will now times the money per kill by the amount of kills per setup and explain how much we spent and made in the hour. Starting with the welfare setup, we got 7 kills, which comes out to an average of 1,02,239 GP. We spent 581,364 GP on supplies, so we made 420,875 per hour with the welfare setup. Now the medium setup, we got 12 kills, so times that by 143,117, and we get 1,717,404 GP per hour. However, we spent 780,248, so we made a total of 937,156 GP per hour with the medium setup. Now for the well setup, we accomplished 15 kills, so times that by the average money per kill, and we get 2,146,755 GP per hour, but we did spend 897,836, so we made 1,248,919 GP per hour with this setup. Personally, I think with these numbers, the medium setup is by far the best option since it doesn't cost over 100 mil, and it makes almost 1 mil an hour. I do have to say that if you are good at ZULRAH, you will make more money with each of these setups. I am just over 200 kills at ZULRAH, and if I did ZULRAH for a week or so, I imagine I would be considerably better and my GP per hour would inflate. If you are good at 8-way switches and ZULRAH, I have seen that you can make around 2 mil an hour at ZULRAH, so if you have the money and want to get good at ZULRAH, the wealthy setup is actually the best money per hour, so I would recommend doing that if you can. Don't be discouraged if you have no money, because being average at ZULRAH with below average gear can still earn you close to 800k an hour. I really hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please leave a like, and let me know what you thought in the comments, as well as let me know what bosses or monsters or skills even you want to see in the future for these videos. Make sure to subscribe so you see more of my content, and I really enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you guys out in some way. I do have a clan chat. It's just Hartblitz, and I'd love to have you guys join it if you'd like. Right now, we are just a clan that hangs out and mostly does PvM, but I would love to do anything the clan wants to do, so feel free to join. We also have a Discord, and the link is in the description, so join that if you want as well. Thanks guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.